I've identified 12 of the most wanted Pokemon cards ever made, and today I'm ripping over $1,000 in packs to try to pull them. Now you might be wondering how I know which cards you want. I'm in your head. Not really, but kind of. To figure this out, I used an app called Collector, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but they have this feature where you can wish list certain cards that you want. So if you search up the most trending modern sets, click Set Analytics, and then scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see what the most wanted, most wish listed cards are from each set. Now, over 5 million people use this app, so it's a really, really great way to gauge general interest around certain cards. And that's exactly what I did. So we shall start here with Pokemon 151, one of the best modern sets of all time. And in 151, we'll be chasing the Charizard Secret Illustration Rare, the Venusaur Secret Illustration Rare, Blastoise SIR, Zapdos SIR, and the Charmander Illustration Rare. All right, let's run this. Pokemon 151, it is always a pleasure when I open this set, and it's becoming a more and more rare occasion because the set's so expensive. Pokemon 151 is obviously one of the more popular sets ever, especially in the modern era, because it's all about the original 151 Pokemon. So everyone knows Pokemon 151, and it has some of the greatest secret illustration rares ever made, in my opinion. So, okay. You know, in a different world, this gold card would have been a secret illustration rare. But we'll pretend to be excited about a gold psychic energy. Now, 151 booster bundles over the last couple of months have absolutely shot up in price. We're looking at like $95 per bundle. So these guys are not cheap to open. And the cards inside, hey, check that out. The cards inside are also pretty valuable considering it's just an illustration rare. But an Ivysaur, not bad. But the big hunts, the big daddies are obviously the 5 most wanted cards. And it's interesting seeing that feature because in some of the sets that you're going to watch us open today, some of the most wanted cards aren't really what you would expect. Maybe they're what you would want, but not what you would expect. Not what I would expect, at least. But I guess, everyone has different wants when it comes to what they're looking to collect. First booster bundle, 151. God, maybe we get a God pack. I can't remember the last time we did that. Charizard, full art, and a Psychic Energy holographic. Nice. Okay, first Zard. That was a pretty good booster bundle. Usually when we open these, they kind of suck, but that was awesome. If this bundle can do the same exact thing, I'll be super excited. Okay, so obviously the number one chase in 151, it's the Charizard Secret Illustration Rare. The card is really expensive right now and continues to just go up and up and up with the rest of the market. It's a $273 card, fresh out the pack. So we'll see what we can do when it comes to trying to pull that bad boy. That would be fantastic today. But if we don't get the Charizard, there's the Venusaur, which is about $89, which is the second most wish-listed card in the entire set. Then, of course, the Blastoise, which is $82, the third most wish-listed card. And after that, it's Arbok EX, imagine. Zapdos, an $82 card. The Secret Illustration Rare for Zapdos is so cool just because you have all 3 of the legendary birds in it. Love that. And then, yeah, the Charmander is the most wanted illustration, regular illustration rare, which makes sense because let's be honest, out of all of the illustration rares, that Charmander kind of looking up the cliffs is super cool. Okay, let's see what we got. 151. That's what we got. Okay, the second booster bundle was not as good. Not nearly. The next set is just as good. It's Prismatic Evolutions, or Traumatic Delusions. We never hit when we pull the set. Let's see if we get it. Now, Prismatic has actually seen some really intense price movement for both the singles and the sealed product. For example, this booster bundle right here was $67 at its peak, and it's actually dropped down to where it is now, $58. So it's down $9, which is kind of crazy that this set has seen such heavy price corrections. But if you've ever opened the set before, you'll probably know why. You can't get hits in Prismatic. It is so hard. The hit rates in the set for secret illustration rares are so low. And on top of that, obviously we're looking for all of the big secret illustration rares in this set, which I will explain in a second. But there's so many more to pull, that's a Pokeball, that the odds of pulling one of the chases is really low compared to pulling one of the other more random secret illustration rares. Speaking of, I think we have something in here. EVEX. I saw the border. Not bad. Okay, so what are we looking for? What are the... Actually, not, we know what we're looking for. We're looking for Umbreon. But what are the most wish-listed cards, the most wanted cards according to the community in the entire set? Master Ball. We'll check that in a second. First, though... Okay, the 5th most wish-listed card is actually a Roaring Moon EX, which is a $277 card. What? When did that happen? Is that a real stat? Oh my God. Okay, well, I'll have, I don't know if what I'm looking at is real. I'll have the price on screen right now. Thank you to Reese, the editor, for double checking that. But if it's actually a $277 card for the Roaring Moon, I mean, that just feels like, it feels like we all know what's going on behind the scenes to make that expensive. But that's the 5th most wish-listed card. So maybe it is that expensive because people want it. But really interesting because the 4th most wish-listed card is actually the Glaceon Secret Illustration Rare, which is only $187. So much cheaper than the Salamence, which is just crazy. After that is the Leafeon Secret Illustration Rare at $293. Kind of ridiculous. And of course, the Sylveon at $373, bro. $373, fresh out of the pack. That is wild. Also wild, these hit rates. Geocomo. And that's, I mean, ultimately why these cards are so expensive. It's because of the hit rates. And the hit rates on the #1 most wish-listed card, the #1 most wanted card, the Umbreon EX Secret Illustration Rare, a $1,000 card fresh out of the pack. Just crazy. So lot to look forward to inside of here. But again, kind of interesting. In Prismatic, the most wish-listed cards aren't all Eevee evolutions. Like, what happened to my boy Vaporeon? That's my favorite Eevee. You're telling me you guys, let me know in the comments, you like Salamence more than Vaporeon? Well, we've got an Elite Trainer box to rip right now, and the ETBs have also seen some crazy price action because there's an Eevee promo. Nice. They were once $130. They're not near their all-time high. They're around like 120. So still really, really expensive, but Max Rod, okay, cool. Oh, and today, by the way, today's video is actually sponsored by Collector, who we are using for the feature, nice, the wish-listed feature in the video. There's a couple of amazing features that Collector has alongside the wish list feature. For one, there's some like nice customization, so you can do light mode, dark mode, just make it look and feel how you want. Master Ball Slow King, bang. And then there's also some really great set analytics. So the set analytics tab that I use to see most wish listed, there's also a bunch of other amazing features in there, including stable or speculative pricing. The app uses a ton of data to kind of gauge that. You can also see a card breakdown of each set, how many of each rarity are in each set, sales volume, price distribution. You can see how much of the set you own in your own portfolio. By the way, you can portfolio track in Collector, and it's what all the major collectors use to track their inventory and their portfolio, because you can see it in a graph and you can see like the value of your collection, which is really cool, especially with the prices of these cards constantly going up. And you can check overall your inventory, what you have in terms of Pokemon card collection. And that's the cool thing with Collector, is that if you're a collector, there's a lot of great features that help you as a collector. If you're an investor, okie dokie, and you use this as like a store of value, Pokemon cards, because they're outperforming the stock market. So like not a bad investment. There's a lot of features in there that allow you to track like your profit and loss, so you can see how your cards are doing as an investment. A lot of cool stuff there, a little bit for everybody. And Prismatic Evolution continues to murder us. And you can get Collector using the link in the description, either as an app or the web experience as well. So sign up for Collector, and shout out to them for sponsoring the video and showing us all the amazing data on sets like this. The next one we're going for is Paldean Fates. We've got a mini tin display. We have a bunch of awesome promo cards, kind of awesome. And then we've got a ton of mini tins here. So let me just do that. Get all these promos. Oh, cool swirls. And then we can rip. Okay, Paldean Fates. This is another one of those sets where the most wish-listed cards may surprise you. In 5th place is the Iono Secret Illustration Rare. The Iono is honestly like a really great trainer SIR, and Iono is definitely one of the more trendy trainers that people usually go for kind of throughout the card's history. So it makes sense that the Iono in this set is one of the more sought after. Shiny Drifloon. Fun fact, this is actually one of my favorite shinies, and it's spooky. Love that. After that is the Full Art Shiny Mew EX, which is like a $23 card, and it's really cool. Everyone loves Shiny Mew. Yes, dude. We get the Palmy. That one's so sick. Or Mew in general, I think Mew is just like a great fan favorite mythical Pokemon. And it's not the only Mew card in this set. Okay, you know what? Hold on one second. Let me get all the packs out of all these products. Okay, also check this out. Shiny Greavard. Cool. Okay, so the next card that we're looking for is the Shiny Gardevoir Secret Illustration Rare, which is the third most wish-listed card in the set. $144 fresh out of a pack. Dondozo Shiny. Nice. Is it actually that expensive? I don't know why. Maybe I just haven't looked at prices for some of these sets in a minute, but $144 fresh out the pack feels insane. But Paldean Fates, super trendy set because of the big cards you could pull because everybody wants them. Next one, obviously, Charizard, Shiny Charizard Secret Illustration Rare, which is the second most wish listed, second most expensive, currently priced at $304 fresh out of the pack. Oh my God. And then the number one pull, of course, it's the Bubble Mew. That is one of my all-time favorite cards, honestly, from like the modern era. Wug Trio. And honestly, I didn't really realize how much I liked Mew because I wouldn't say Mew, it's right here, he's gonna cry. I wouldn't say Mew is one of my favorite Pokemon, like definitely not really in my tops, but out of like some of my favorite Pokemon cards ever made, it kind of is Mew a lot of the times. Like the Koro Japanese Shining Mew is one of my favorite, literally all-time favorite cards ever, like top 3. So that card I love. The Shining Mew in Shining Legends is one of my favorite cards of all time. Out of the modern era, definitely one of my favorite shiny cards. I love that one. And then the Bubble Mew from this set, Tatsugiri Shiny, is another one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorite Secret Illustration Rare cards ever made. So I guess I'm a Mew guy. Okay, and then the products, by the way, are just like absolutely blowing up. The one that we just opened, that tin collection, went from $153 to $171. It's $170 for that thing, which I guess it kind of makes sense because, you know, this is like a special set. You're not getting booster boxes of it. And you do get quite a bit of packs with all of those tins, but like, that's crazy. And then this 3-pack blister is also like $38 for 3 packs, which is so wild. So let's see. Palafin, we got all of the, what are these? The art rares? All of the shiny art rares. That's good. I love the Palafin. Oh, and by the way, all of the cards that we pull, as always in today's video, we're going to list them at 50% off of market on our Whatnot. So link in description for Collector to download that. Link in description for Whatnot, which will give you $15 off your first purchase. And that's where all of these cards are going to be. So if you want to buy one, Whatnot, link in description, 50% off market. You're welcome. Hopefully, I can pull a huge hit from this final set and give you an insane deal. Because next up, we've got Destined Rivals. I can't wait. I love this set, and there's some really surprising most wishlisted, most wanted cards inside of Destined Rivals. So we'll see if we can get any of them, because so far in today's video, out of all of the sets that we've opened, we have not pulled one single wishlisted or top wishlisted card. Oh, there's Journey Together in here? That's fun. Okay, I have no idea. Actually, I can check this right now. Hold on. Okay, Journey Together. If we scroll all the way down, the most wishlisted cards, we're looking for En's Reshiram, Lily's Clefairy EX, and the Articuno is the most wishlisted card. Really? And then there's the Salamence EX, the Wailord, En's Reshiram, Lily's Clefairy, and the Articuno. Again, like, that's kind of surprising that those are like the most wanted cards in the set, because there's definitely more expensive pulls. Mamoswine EX. And I think that's the cool thing with this app is that, like, you know, for a lot of people, it's not just about price. It's about the cards, you know? Like, what's your favorite art, your favorite card, your favorite Pokemon in the set? Clodsire EX. So it's cool because Collector, like, shows that in the most wishlisted, along, obviously, with price. And, you know, you can sort by price if you want to see what the top hits of the set are. But that's cool. Okay, Destined Rivals. Oh, Mewtwo's EX. That's going to be a big hunt. Because in this set, we have some really incredible cards to look for. Now, the ones that you want the most of, according to Collector. Ooh, sick. This Hydra Apple card is tight. Love it. In 5th, the Team Rocket Moltres EX Secret Illustration Rare, which is $154 right now. Raw. That guy is pricey. Speaking of pricey, we've got 2 Elite Trainer boxes right here, and I'll talk about those in a second because these guys are not cheap. Oh, speaking of like boxes and buying cards and stuff, you can buy cards from Get Collector as well. You can like they have like you can look at the sets and see what you want and like buy off of it. So if you're looking for cards, Collector will help. Okay, next card most wish listed is Cynthia's Garchomp EX, which is a $296 card raw. This is shocking to me. Like I guess I just really haven't looked at the price action for Destined Rivals or some of these more modern sets in a minute because this is wild, dude. That's so expensive for just like a single card. Arboliva. But shockingly, there's a card that is more PSA 9, more wish listed than that. It's Misty's Lapras, the illustration rare. Everyone loves Misty, I guess. And the card is really, really cool. So hopefully we get lucky and pull that because it seems much more achievable than a secret illustration rare. So Misty's Lapras, which is like what, like a $38 card, is one of the most wish listed in the entire set. So that's super cool. And then of course, the number one hit in the set, Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX Secret Illustration Rare, which is an insane $581. Raw, let's go, man. This is a big hit. Team Rocket's Meowth with Giovanni in the background. Really cool art style right there. That's great. That's going up for 50% off. And actually, I think the most wish-listed card in the set is Misty's Psyduck, which is crazy. Ho-Oh. Again, everyone loves Misty, you know? And the card is worth, what, $67? So it's definitely not cheap, but it's kind of crazy because that, like, seems to be out-loved than the Mewtwo, or, like, more wanted than the proper secret illustration rare. So everybody wants Misty, I guess, and we'll see if we can pull her Psyduck or Lapras out of any of these products, because we've gotten some hits, we got some illustration rares, but nothing insane, dude. Oh, here we go. I was about to say, is there no promo card inside this? We've got Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. This one's real. I love this card with all of the other Pokemon in it. So good. All right, come on. Next ETB right now. Oh, jeez. ETBs, by the way, $112 for one single Elite Trainer box. Some serious price appreciation the last couple of months with this set, just because it's so good. The ETBs have this amazing promo card and a lot of packs. So let's see, my friends, if we can get any of these, man, any of these. But just to talk about Get Collector one more time, Bolivia. I have been using Collector for kind of a long time now, just to track my own collection, my own portfolio and everything. So it's like a really, really convenient app if you're just looking to have everything all under one roof and like all in one place. You know, you can scan cards and put them into your inventory. It tracks graded cards, singles, sealed product, pretty much everything. Crustle, come on, man. Give us one of the wish listed cards. And it, like, very importantly, tracks your portfolio value and like appreciation, because as much as some of us want to just forget about the money part of Pokemon, it's a real part of this. This is not a free to play sort of game here. You know, these are really expensive cards. And if you could hold on to something and it appreciates over time, and then you can sell it, make money on it, and buy more cards, it just makes you able to buy more cards and expand your collection. So if you learn how to play the financial side of the Pokemon card game and world, it really helps with the collecting side, which is, I guess, just how it works. So Collector helps with all of that. Collecting, investing, buying, selling, kind of everything. So check it out. Let's see if we can get one of the most wish-listed cards. No way, dude, we drop $1,000 and we don't pull a single wish-listed card. Well, if you've watched this far into the video, on screen there's going to be 2 other videos that I would highly recommend watching one of those 2. Check them out. Let me know what you think. Thank you to Collector for sponsoring the video, and I'm sorry for failing you. That's why they're wish-listed, because they're hard to pull. Thanks for watching.